what will happen, and I predict that there's going to be another big bubble of psychological distress when the people who have said such bad things about him in public realize that none of it was true. Because over time, it looks like he's going to be talked about so much that we'll finally have a complete body of information about him so we can understand them. And it won't happen to most people. Most people will just have cognitive dissonance. They'll still believe he was, Hitler Jr. But there will be some people, not a big percentage, who are going to realize that they did something so shameful that it will haunt them for the rest of their lives. That they were part of saying something terrible about one of the best people that we've witnessed. I mean, he genuinely was a high character person, and you could see it in everything he did. So there's something big coming up. Yeah, but then another thing that happened that was fascinating to me, because I didn't expect it, which was the Democrats have always had what I'd call a machine, which is that since they worked with the media, they had the media in their pocket, you would see it happen when they'd have some, all right, our message this week are these words, and then everybody would say the same words. And then the media would just pump it out. So it was like this big, well-functioning machine. And then they had the NGOs and all the funding tricks, et cetera. But when Charlie Kirk died, you could almost feel this massive energy being released. He sort of controlled it, but when it was released, his mortal coil was no more. I feel like that energy just went into people. And suddenly tens of millions of people simultaneously said, what can I do? What can I do right now? And that's different. People don't say, I'm going to stop everything. Tell me what to do. I'm going to go to church. A lot of people did. I'm going to say stuff on social media. I'm going to hunt down the people who said bad things and cancel them. But I'm going to do something. We're going to figure out how to start another chapter of TPUSA, and all of that's happening, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down. The vigils, etc. If anything, the energy, it might be growing. And I've never seen anything like it in my life. I've never seen the Republicans turn into their own machine, and now it is a machine, and it's going to be incredible. I was thinking yesterday. It sounds like a joke, but it's quite serious. The thing that protects the Democrats from also having some kind of problem like this is that they don't have any leaders that are worth taking off the board. I mean, if you said to me, somebody's got a plot to take Tim Walz off the board, I would say, oh, no. If you're a Republican, you want to keep him there because he's not doing a good job. Your Jasmine Crockett's, your Chuck Schumer's. I'd say, please, keep them right where they are. They're doing a great job. Nobody needs to harm them. But on top of that, I don't believe that Republicans, conservatives, ever even think that way. I've never heard one say anything suggesting violence, like not even in just a casual conversation, the joking way you might do it in private, nothing like that. And I think it has to do with the fact that overall, the conservatives, the Republicans, MAGA people tend to look at Democrats almost as if they're clowns. They say things that literally make me laugh. No joke. I sound like Biden there, but I literally, that frightened me a little bit. I literally will watch the news and watch Republican, prominent people talking because I think it's funny. And when they watch, when the left watches the right, they think they're watching monsters.
Yes.
So you can imagine how somebody would want to kill a monster, but nobody wants to kill a clown. Well, maybe somebody does, but so far Republicans have not wanted to kill any clowns. And